Hello, everybody. My name is Mike. I am your English teacher on Saturday from 8 a.m. to 11 a.m. And today I'm going to record this video for you so we can advance a little bit in the topics that are in the book. I'm going to show you what we're going to do this week while we're not in classes. And of course, I hope it can be useful for this week's activities for you. Okay. What are we going to do? First of all, we are going to start working on page number 36. Okay, we're going to work on that page. And on this page, we have different activities that we must develop during this following week. As you know, we're going to have dissertations at the Agosto branch on Friday and Saturday. That means we're not going to have classes in those 2 days. And that's why, of course, I'm right here recording this video for you so you can have a resource or um, a way to practice during the week that we're not going to have classes. Let's go to exercise number 1, okay? What we're going to do is that we're going to check in general what the exercises you're going to do are going to be about. So in the exercise number 1, of course, you have to read the grammar box, match the future forms involved in sentences. So for the unit number 3, the grammar topic will be the future. We're going to talk about the future in this unit. So when we want to talk about the future, we have different ways of doing it, okay? We can use will when we talk about a future for predictions based on our personal opinions, or we use will when we talk about offers and immediate decisions, okay? For example, when we're talking about predictions, we can say something like, I think the music I like will change in the future, okay? We're making a prediction about something. And when we talk about offers and immediate decisions, we can say things like, don't worry, I'll lend you some money for the concert ticket, okay? Or we can also say, it's quiet in here. I'll put some music on. So will can be used for predictions based on our personal opinions and for offers and immediate decisions, okay? It's a way of speaking about the future. What else do we have? We have going to. Going to is used for intentions of or things we are planning, but we haven't decided the details yet. For example, the boys are going to start their own band. We can also use it for predictions based on outside information. You don't like rap, so you aren't going to like this song, okay? So what are the difference between going to and will so far? Well, will is used for predictions based on personal opinions, and going to is mostly used for things that have been already planned. We haven't had the details yet, but they are planned. We have a plan about it. We want to do it. We want to take steps towards it. We can also talk about the future in the present continuous, okay? For example, we use the present continuous for arrangements with other people. We've agreed when, where, etc. For example, I'm meeting Avi at the concert at 8 p.m. So this is a sentence or an statement that has a future connotation. We can also talk about the future in the present simple. We use the present simple for a schedule of timetable events. We can say the concert finishes late tonight, okay? So as you can see, guys, the future is not just will. For talking about the future, it's not just going to. We can also use things like the present continuous and the present simple. Okay. Every time that we have a future connotation, of course, we can use it. Another example of present simple could be something like I work tomorrow. I work tomorrow. The word tomorrow gives it a future connotation, which means that I'm not gonna work today. Work today is the present, but I work tomorrow is in the future. Or I can also say I'm working tomorrow. Okay, I'm working tomorrow has a future connotation. So that word tomorrow at the end gives the statement a future connotation. And I can also say I'm going to work tomorrow, right? Or I will work tomorrow. Yeah. So all of them work, all of them talk about the future, and uh, and all of them can be used for that. Okay, taking into consideration, of course, the differences and the usages that exist right here on this box, on this grammar box. Okay, I would like to check with you. For example, it says that we can go to page 130. I invite you to go to page 130 at home, do the exercises, check the extra information because that's really important for you to check this week. Okay. I also would like to share with you, let me just share this. It's a grammar presentation that I have for today. It's from the Goal Experience program, right? And it talks and expands, the concepts and can help us expand the knowledge of the future tenses. So let's just start with this. There are a number of different ways to talk about the future in English. Let's look at how we use will for the future, how we use going to for the future, how we use the present continuous for the future, and how we use the present simple for the future. How we make sentences with will and going to. Okay? So let's look at these two examples right here. I'm meeting team at 6:30 tonight to go to the team band concert. I can't wait. It starts at 8 p.m., but we want to get there early. Do you want to come? I'll buy your ticket. Okay, as you can see in this first text, we can see different ways, of talking about the future in different structures. Yeah, we're gonna check that out in 1 minute. So before I continue to the next explanation, I'm gonna read the second text. I can't tonight. I think my cousin is going to come over to talk about homework. I'm so jealous. I've decided I'm going to watch more live music next year. I think I'll have more free time. Okay, now let's see this. So when do we use will? As we just said, will is used for predictions based on personal opinions. For example, I think I'll have more free time. It's a prediction. You are predicting on something and it's based on personal opinion. For immediate offers or decisions, I'll buy your ticket. He is offering this other person to buy for them. Is well, now that's will. Okay, so we got two examples right here extracted from the test. I think I'll have more free time. I'll buy your ticket. Going to. When do we use going to? For predictions based on outside information. I think my cousin is going to come over. Okay, I think my cousin is going to come over. Now, this is a prediction as well, but it's based on outside information. And for intentions or things we are planning but haven't yet organized. I'm going to watch more live music next year. So this is something that the person is planning to do. They haven't decided the details yet, but she's planning to do it. Now, present continuous, okay? For organized arrangements, a meeting team at 6:30 tonight. It has a future connotation. Present simple, for scheduled or timetable events. It starts at 8 p.m. Okay? This sentence has a future connotation because it's not 8 p.m. at the time. I don't think they're talking about, I don't think they are saying that it is 8 p.m. in the present. They're talking about, 8 p.m. in the future. So very good. Function. Okay, now let's talk about when do we use them. Yeah. Okay. There is a small difference between predictions with will and going to. Quite often we can interchange them. Now, there is a small difference, but most of the time people just, use them in the opposite, in the same way. For example, I can say, I think I'm going to have more free time. That's completely acceptable. Or you can also say, I think my cousin will come. Okay, you could say that as well. Now, Immediate decisions are ones made in that moment, okay? So immediate decisions are the one we make at the moment of speaking, and that's when we can use will. For example, this isn't planned. When you say, I'll buy your ticket, it's because I didn't have a plan of buying your ticket. It just came up at the moment that I was speaking to you. Arrangements usually have times and dates. So how can you identify when you are talking, the person continues for arrangements? Because you got a time or a day. So for example, I could say, I'm working on Tuesday. I'm working on Tuesday. It has a date. Well, not specifically, it's not too specific, but I'm saying that I'm going to work on Tuesday. That's basically what I'm saying. Or I could say, I'm going to watch a movie tonight at 7:30. Well, I'm going to watch movies this week going to. I'm watching a movie tonight at 7:30. I'm watching, I am watching a movie tonight at 7:30. That it has a future connotation and giving it uh an hour, and giving it a time. And in connected speech, we often pronounce going to as gonna, okay, as I just did. Listen to how your teacher says it and repeat it. Gonna, okay? It's like in I'm gonna watch a movie with my girlfriend, or I'm gonna play soccer, or I'm gonna make a video for my students. There you got it. Now, how do we make sentences with will and going to? How can we make sentences with will and going to? Really simple. As you know, most of you, I think, and I hope you do, will is it's a special verb. I don't remember the name right now. It's a modal verb, okay? Will is a modal verb, and as a modal verb, its structure is a little bit different than the normal verbs, action verbs that we use, okay? So how can we create sentences with will? Well, with will, we just have to have a subject. We use will, and then we use a verb. And of course, to complement the sentence, we use a complement at the end. For example, I, you, he, she, it, we, and they will come, okay? In this structure, you can see the subject, the will modal verb, and the normal verb, okay? The action verb that we're talking about. For negatives, we can use will not or the contraction won't, okay? So if I say in positive, you will come, I could say the negative, you will not come or you won't come. How can we make questions? With will, we just only have to place the modal verb at the very beginning. So, will you come? That's how we can make questions. And for short answers, we can say, yes, I will. No, I won't. Okay, that's a really simple structure. Of course, I recommend you to revise it and practice in case that you have some difficulties with it. Okay, going to is basically the same, but there are small changes in it. Okay, because going has to be with ing, and of course we have to also use the verb to be. So, for example, with I, we use am, and then going to, and then the verb. For example, I am going to come. With he, she, and it, we use is, right? We're going to use is, or isn't in case that is a negative, and then going to come. So, for example, she is going to come. Well, well, that's crazy. I'm going to say something else. She is going to come to the house. Okay, she's going to come to the house. We, you, and they. Oh my God, that was crazy. Okay, we, you, and they, right? Is used for it's used with are, and of course we could say they are going to come to visit, something like that. Okay, how can we make questions? To make questions, we just have to place the verb to be at the beginning of everything. Okay, we take it from the middle after the subject and we put it before. So we say, am I going to come? Is he, she, it going to come to the house? Are you, we, they going to come to visit? For example. In short answers, what do we say? Yes, I am. No, I'm not. Okay. Or you could say, yes, he is. No, he is not. Or you could say, yes, they are. No, they are not. Or aren't, which are the contractions. Okay. Remember the contractions. Contractions are important. They're usually used in English. Okay. And it's important for you to know the how, when, and how to use them as well. Okay, we got this. How do we make sentences? Okay, this is the infinitive of the verb. Now, let's complete this exercise together, okay? Let's do this together. And of course, this is going to help you and serve as a way of you doing your own exercises at home. Complete the gaps with one of the verbs in the box in the correct tense. The correct tense. Justify your answers. Okay. So let's see. How can we make this? Tennis lessons next year. I think. Okay, now we are making predictions here, as far as I can see. So I think the first one, right here, the first one, it's I am going to take, you know, I am going to take. Do we have? Oh no, we don't have any take verb here. I think it's a start. I am going to start tennis lessons next year. I think I will be good at it. Okay, let's see how it is. Okay, I'm going to start tennis lessons next year. I think I'll be good at it. Okay, I'll is the contraction of I will. Yeah. Now, number two, where is Stella going? Where is Stella going? She, her friend at the top, at the shop, I'm sorry, in 10 minutes. So needs to leave. Where is Stella going? Okay, are you ready to start? Rain, finish. Okay, I think it's where is Stella going? She's going to meet her friend at the top at the shop in 10 minutes. So needs to leave. Okay, I think it's going to meet. Let's see. Oh no, she's meeting, of course, because they're talking about times. Okay, look at that. Everybody can make mistakes. Everybody can forget. So that's why we need practicing, and that's why we need to revise everything that we learn. Yes, where is Stella going? She's meeting. She's meeting her friend at the top at the shop. I'm sorry, in 10 minutes. So needs to leave. Okay, number three. Can we talk later? The concert. Okay, the concert is finishing. Let's see this. The concert is finishing. Oh my God. Okay, the concert is finishing. I already saw the other one. So I'll call you after. Okay, so I'll call you after. Oh no. Okay, I said the concert is finishing at 9:30. The concert finishes at 9:30 because it is a schedule, which is true. Okay, it's a schedule. So if we're talking about schedule, we use the present simple. If we're talking about um, if we're talking about specific times, we can use present continuous. Okay, I'll call you after. Okay, no mistakes after this. Okay, I've learned my lesson. Let's go with number four. I to the theme park tomorrow because okay. Okay, okay. I'm scared of rides. Okay. I think it's I'm coming. I'm not coming, I think. Because I haven't used coming. I'm coming. I think it's uncoming. Okay? I think it's uncoming. Let's see. Well, I'm not coming. Yes, I got it. I got that one. Okay? I'm not coming because it's negative. I'm not coming to the theme park tomorrow because okay. Now I didn't get the second one, but I won't like it. I'm scared of rides. Okay, so we use finish, call, start, not like, be. Okay, rain is the only one that we have left. My teacher thinks, my teacher thinks it will rain this evening, so the trip might be canceled. Okay, He's using outside information for making a prediction. So it has to be, my teacher thinks it's going to rain this evening. Yes, I got that one, bro. Okay, look at that. Everybody can learn new things, okay? And it was a really good exercise today. Now, that's everything. I think that's everything that I have for you today. I'm going to let me say if there is anything else that I need to talk to you. Well, that's the grammar for this unit. I want you to please check it. Check page 130. Do all the exercises of the page 36 and do also the exercises on page 130, okay? After the explanation. Let's make a little review, okay? We we want to talk about the future, but how can we do this? Okay, if we want to talk about the future, we have different ways of doing it. It's not just will, and it's not just going to. We also have present continuous and present simple for talking about the future. So we use will when we make predictions based on personal opinions, and when we make offers or immediate decisions at the time of speaking. We use going to when we have intentions on things. We have of intentions or things that we are already planning. Okay. We haven't decided the details yet. Something really important to note, but we have a plan, at least we think we do. We also use it for predictions based on outside information. There is a difference between personal information or personal opinions and outside information. Okay. Present continuous. We use the present continuous for arrangements with other people, okay? And normally it is used when we have a date or a time. And present simple is used for scheduled or timetable events, okay? For example, concerts, meetings, etc. That's basically the grammar for today. The structures are really simple. We have studied present simple and present continuous before. I think it's not necessary to review the structure again. I think will and going to are really simple structures. All of these grammar blocks will help you to expand the way in which you speak to people and communicate yourself with others. So it's really important for you to check these grammar blocks. It's really important for you to check the slides that I'm going to send to you. And it's really important to do the exercises on this page 36 and on the pages 130 and 131, the exercises that you got there. Okay, I'm gonna check those exercises with you right now so you can, work in that and you got no problem with it. So do exercise number 1, okay? Read the instructions carefully, please, and try to complete all the exercises as good as possible. Then go to exercise number 2. Exercise number 2 says, watch or listen to people talking about the future. Match the speakers with the questions they are answering. One speakers can be used more than once, okay? Then you got exercise number 3. Choose the most appropriate future form to complete the sentences. Watch or listen again and check your answers. Then we have number 4. Read the article. Choose the correct verb form to complete it. And then we have number 5. Number 5 is an exercise that we commonly do at class. So no worries about this exercise number 5. So let's check page 130 to see what we got there and what we need to do. Okay. Let me see. Let me go back to the lesson. It's the grammar file, if I'm not mistaken. Okay. Well, this is what you got on the grammar file. Okay. Advice and suggestions is something that we're going to check later on the unit. So no worries about that. So will, the structure, the concepts, when we use will, when we use going to, when we use present continuous or present simple, okay? And of course, you got the practices. So on this practice and talking about the future, you gotta just do the exercises on talking about the future, okay? So we're gonna do exercise number 1, find and correct the mistakes with future forms of 6 of the sentences. Number 2, choose the correct verb forms to complete the sentences where both forms are possible. Choose the most appropriate one. Then we have exercise number 3, complete the sentences with the most appropriate future form of the verbs in brackets. And then we have exercise number 4, complete the predictions with will, want, or the correct form of going to. Decide which is the most appropriate in each case. So we got all of these exercises. These exercises have to be made have to be done, I'm sorry, until next Friday, which will be July 12th. Okay, until July 12th, you have to do all of these exercises and we're gonna check them in the next class that we got. Okay, I think that would be all. I hope that this video can help you. We're gonna check grammar, of course, in class. I'm gonna ask you a couple of questions of the usages and how you can put that into practice. We're going to have some production tasks that we're going to implement as well for us to check that we're doing well. Thank you very much. Have a very good week. Take care.